The Force Awakens made 124 million in China. The eighth movie, which I don't mention its name, made 42 million. The Rise of Skywalker brought in 20 million. Law of Diminishing Returns over in China. Big box office. The second biggest in the world. What message, Scotty, do you take out of these box office returns? So that's 124 to 42, and then it even goes half again to 20 million.
It's a similar trend in the US too, right? It wasn't just over there.
Not that much, though.
Yeah. You're saying so significant drop off?
Well, yeah, we'll read the numbers. Like 124.
Yeah, I know.
to
Yeah.
42.
So, I mean, what I take away from it is that the IP of Star Wars carries a lot of weight, a lot of hype in its own right. I think even a new announced movie, first of a trilogy, if they stick with it, would make equal, if not more. And it really just depends on the writing. I feel like, I don't know. I was actually shocked because I came out of The Force Awakens like very hype on Star Wars. It felt very similar to the first movie. And then when the second one came out, I was more anticipated about what they were going to do with this, other type of Force connection type stuff. And
you got it.
The reaction from fans like completely divided it. Yeah, and that stuff excited me because it was new to Star Wars. Like I have wanted new stuff to Star Wars for a long time, and that's when all the divide happened. So now for me, it's like 7 was really just a copy. It really was just a copy. So that's why it made so much money. It was the safe bet, in my opinion.
But China, though, in China, do they really care about it being matching the movie from 1977?
Well,
I think the numbers show that. I think.
Okay.
Well, so that's what the numbers you show is like the total earnings from China, right? For each movie,
just
right?
China, yeah. Because I'm asking about them because they are sometimes studios make movies for China.
So what this tells me is, and it says a lot about Star Wars, the franchise, is that Star Wars can survive without China. Star Wars is not one of those franchises that need to depend on China to make big money, because Star Wars, whether you watch it or not, it is a part. It is over here in America, even Canada.
Why you say Canada with disdain? Why you say
That's
Canada?
North America, K-Dog.
Canada, even South America, like that's it. Star Wars is iconic over here.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone knows Darth Vader. Everyone knows who Luke Skywalker is. Where they didn't watch, they know R2, Yoda. They're icons.
Lightsabers. Everyone knows these.
Like that just says they can survive without China. Most franchise like Transformers needed China. It needed China to hit those extra billions. Even
Fast and Furious needed China.
Yep.
Yeah.
But you see, those are the type of movies that they're into in China, right? The cars, the big robots. Star Wars has never ever been huge in China. So you get that first movie and it gives that big buzz. You haven't seen a Star Wars movie in how many years? 20 years or something like that between the last ones, right? So it was always going to do big for the first one. But then you went and kind of crapped the bed with the next two. So yeah, of course it's going to happen.
And my takeaway from this, after I noticed how much less money it makes, okay, look, the Black Panther movie made 105 million. The first Black Panther. All the Marvel.
5 billion.
What'd you say?
Billion. It made 105 billion.
Wait, no.
Well, it got the extra billion from overseas, but majority of its box office was
domestic. I'll rephrase. Sorry. Okay. In China, Black Panther made 105 million over there. So when I see that The Rise of Skywalker made 20 million, it tells me that there isn't this like nostalgia where we got to be back for the new Star Wars. They had their taste, the Chinese people. They enjoyed the Force Awakens, and they all showed out for that. And less of them came for Last Jedi, and less of them came for Rise of Skywalker. We keep going there, domestics, because that's the thing. It was a big franchise. It's part of the zeitgeist. It's important. And even though, yes, it did decrease domestically, it didn't decrease like that, where it was like a third of what the first movie made, and then half coming out of the second movie. That's a lot. So my big takeaway from this is, since they're the big box office, the second biggest in the world, and they're not feeling your movies, you know where I'm going with this. You cast a black lead for your next trilogy. There's no reason now because you're supposed to cast white people because it was just more generally accepting to all these international markets who will pay. China's not paying. So now, no excuse. I need a black lead in the new Star Wars movie. Not the new shows. Don't do all your diversity here on TV. And then when it's time for a movie, we need someone. Oh, how about a white guy? No. I'm not falling for that. Or I'm rejecting of that. I'm not accepting of that notion.
I don't always agree with you, Chill, but on this one, yes, 100%.
I
do it.
Right.
I
Because
agree.
if you oh sorry, JD, you go. I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna say, okay, I agree with you on that, Chillmonger, but that wasn't the message I took away from the
Yeah,
box.
everyone had a different message. Sure.
box-
Go ahead. What's your message?
The message is that China figured out the Star Wars movie sucked before North American audience.
Yeah.
I mean,
big
but
At least the sequels, anyway.
That's a good point. That's a
one
good
at a
point.
time.
At least the sequels, anyways, Jaded. That's for sure.
Mhm.
But see, chill right though, because like it was no reason, and we know why they did this so they can appeal to more people.
That Finn was
There was
shrunk.
no reason.
Oh
to
yeah,
shrunk Finn.
Yeah, Aaron Timotou's comment is basically agreeing with you.
Sidelining Finn wasn't financially expedient after all.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know, no, but that's right. That's what I'm looking
Yeah.
at and I'm noticing.
Chill. Even before episode 7, even I still knew this. China never helped Star Wars be as popular as it was. It was always America.
Yeah, they could just make the toys.
Everything domestic over here was
They
all
could just
that.
make toys.
Bro, I'm awful. I'm sorry. That's my take on it. Jaded and everyone gave their takes. Anzo, you agree with me, or what were you gonna?
What was
Yeah.
the Did you look at the Japan numbers by any chance?
No,
Star Wars does have a lot of influence from Japanese culture in it.
Yeah, that's legit. We should probably look that up. I hope you guys are patient. I'm gonna check that out on my.
Yeah,
box
that is
office
a good
list.
question because weren't majority of the Vision studios Japan? Mhm.
97, 66, and then Rise of Skywalker. Scrolling. It's 66 million. Also, Rise of Skywalker.
So 97, 66, 66.
That's-
Kind of a little. It was a definite drop with the second film, but consistent to the last
Third.
one. Well, so that also jaded up. Japan was like, "Yay, episode 7, good." Then they saw 8 and 9. Oh shoot, we gotta go.
Well, everybody
You gotta
was
change
like
your
that,
voice.
though. Everybody was pretty much like that, though. You know what I mean? That's why Force Awakens really did so good because you haven't had a Star Wars movie. People were, Disney. They were doing Marvel, and everybody's like, "Yeah, they bought Star Wars. Okay, we're gonna,
Anzo, I'm gonna throw you guys you Canadians a bone of support today because I'm supporting you guys.
I don't believe you.
The reason Last Jedi made more money than it should have was because of us Americans. But I didn't go watch it.
Yes,
That
yes.
had me to it. But
Exactly.
I blame my fellow Americans for giving that movie so much money. I don't blame Canada. I don't blame any other. I blame Americans specifically, my own people. You guys
I didn't even
have
sit
brought
through the
change for our
first.
country.
I didn't even sit through the whole first one. What are you talking about? I
So
laughed.
what do we take from these Japanese number 97, 66, and consistently staying at 66?
I think the Japanese was trying to make a point to the world, like we stay consistent over here, unlike you other countries.
Okay, I guess I'm not getting a real answer to that. I really don't know how to read into this.
Oh yeah, I have no idea how to read into that.
I mean,
Other than maybe the people that liked the first movie were the people that liked the first two movies were enjoyed it enough to watch it for the third movie. That's pretty much it.
maybe those were the hardcore fans. You know what I mean? The first one brought out hardcore fans and casuals, but the second and third probably brought just the hardcore fans.
Yeah.
And if you look at the third, and if you look at third number just says that third movie was so bad that it couldn't gain any new people.
Yeah, but it didn't lose anybody either.
Yeah,
Right.
it
Thank
didn't
you,
lose
Aaron.
anybody. It kept the same, but it didn't even gain, which shows how bad the